Here with me in the studio is our able guest, Diana Gay. And I'm sure most of you will recognize the face, Mr. Exactly. So today, just as Diana, you're welcome to Congo TV first of all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Exactly. My name is Ali Sam.
Alusa.
Right. So it is our pleasure having you here today,
Yeah.
and we hope that we're going to have an interesting program.
Yes.
Yeah, just as we might have been hinted about the discussion, we've just concluded the WAS examination where the results were out.
Yes.
First of all, what does WAS examination mean to you?
Okay. First, I would like to introduce myself. For those who don't know me that are watching this thing, my name is Diana Gay, and some call me Diana Malik, but it's still Diana Gay. Yeah. So I am a graduate from Nusrat Senior Secondary School recently, and I just received my results last week, I would say. Yeah, so basically you're asking the question like, what does WASP mean to me?
Exactly.
Well, since I was like in primary school, I've been hearing about WASP, but I never know what the exam is about. So since I reached my high school, so I could say junior level, because by that time I'm very aware, I know whatever is happening. So I do hear my brothers and sisters that are sitting for WASP.
Exactly.
People are like, oh, this is the biggest exam in the Gambia, I would say, because it is like, let me see, West Africa that normally sit for this exam, and Gambia is part of West Africa.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, then this is a big exam, and I'm also supposed to sit for this exam, and I also have to prepare for the exam too. So when I read in high school, I'm like, people are like, you're supposed to sit for WAS exam. It is different from like the GABEC exam that we normally do in junior school.
Yes.
So WAS basically to me is like a final exam, like 12 years of learning. I'm supposed to end it by doing this thing, the WAS examination. So to me, it's a final exam that I'm supposed to do that normally is something that might determine my future in the later part.
Exactly.
That is going to uni and all that stuff.
Going to the uni. So you would say that you graduated from Nusrat.
Exactly.
Well, before you went to Nusrat, which school did you grade 9, or one can say your junior school?
Yeah, my junior school, I think I did it at Strand Basic Cycle. It is a school near our house. It is not that far because my mother was like, I'm never going to a fast school. She always hates that, like to go to a fast school. So I live near, it is at St. James Sulejab, I can say.
St. James Sulejab.
Yes. And Kerseri, not far from there.
So how was your result, Diana? If one may consider it to be a privacy, but actually we all know that Nusrat students, they are always people who come out with outstanding results, even though many people say that they were actually molded by other schools and they go to Nusrat just to take the bar higher at that school.
Well, I would say my junior school definitely nurtured me to who I am today.
Exactly.
And I want to thank them a lot for nurturing me. And I believe that Nusrat is a school where, like, there are always smart people there. Most of the students are like smart, and it's smart people that normally, because when you hear about Nusrat, you're like, wow, these students are brilliant students. So when I went to like high school, for me, like, I love competition. Everything that has to do with challenges, I want to face the challenge. So I choose Nusrat as my school. Like when I graduate junior school, then I'm heading to Nusrat. It is my first choice. So when I head to Nusrat, I'm like, I'm also going to do better, like how others are also going to do it. So I was in S2, that is science class. I was doing science. I was in the class for like 1 week. I sat in the class for 1 week. I was doing this subject, but the subjects I only loved in the science class was biology and health science. These were the subjects I loved. But I wasn't feeling myself in the class.
So it was never your intention to do science?
Yeah, like it was my intention. I actually love doing science. I love science a lot. But then, normally when you have a good result from junior school, people are forcing you like, you're supposed to go and do science, blah, 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 arts is like this, it's not that good in this country. When you do arts, you might fail in life, blah, blah, and stuff. But then I love arts as a passion. It is something that I also wanted to do. So when I sit in the science class for like 1 week, I'm like, I want to do this thing. The only subject I love here is
Health science and
biology and health science, and those are all reading subjects. So it's like my passion is with art. So then I have to move to Mr. Fal. There is a class that the number register us for classes. So I'm like, Mr. Fal, I want to do arts. It is my passion. No matter what people are going to say, even my brothers and my sister, everyone is forcing me to go and do science, blah blah. So, and I registered for science club, but it is not my passion. Let me just move to the arts class. Yes, that is what I want to do. That is my passion. So I had to, for the next following week, I had to move to the arts class
Exactly.
and then sit in the arts class. So I would say I am a humanities student. I am doing that. So basically about the results, when the result was first out, I was very nervous. I was very nervous. Like we were in a group, we normally have a group chat where we were talking. So this group chat served as a relief for me, it served as a therapy for me. Because I could say I was shaking. I first did not believe the news because I'm like, wait, what? How did these people even bring this news this early? It is August, like normally results are out in September.
Yeah.
And it's August and we are seeing our result. I'm like, did these people rubber our paper and yeah. And give it to us like that. So I was very shocked. And then the following day, I'm supposed to go and get my result. I was very scared. I did not get my result that day. I had to wait till the next day. I went to school and went back home without my result because I was very scared. I had to go to this thing. I had to go to during the next day to get my my results. So that was when I got my results. But before even getting my result, it was my teachers that normally print the result. That is Miss Anan and others. So they printed the result. When the result was out, they were like, we found the girl that got English A1 in the whole school here. Because I was the only one that got A1 in English in the whole
Are you serious?
Yes.
English
and in the
A1?
family, it's like two of us, a boy and a girl, and that is me. So when they told me that, I was very shocked. I was like, wait, I did not believe it. I was lying down there. I didn't believe it. And then normally, accident, we are like, people are feeding us with the notion that we cannot do maths. Maths is like our enemy. But I can say I was very good at maths in junior school. I normally get an A1, and then during the Gabese, I get an A1. And my first time in Nusrat also, in arts class, I got maths A1. So I'm like, how did I even get into this? How am I failing maths? So after that, I'm like failing maths because of that notion.
So you started failing
No,
maths?
I was not like failing totally.
Okay.
I was having a pass, but it wasn't up to my standard.
Exactly.
Because I'm not studying the thing. People are telling me maths is not for accident, blah, blah, blah. So when you believe in something, your brain actually like conceive that. So it believes that. So I leave my hand, I do not study maths anymore. I only study during exams, so I will normally have a gentleman pass. Sometimes.
So it's
Sometimes.
lady pass or gentleman.
Okay, let me pass then. I have a little pass.
No.
That is sometimes they might add mark for me and I will pass the subject.
Exactly.
So when I saw my result, I saw pass in my maths this thing. Maths. I was like, oh,
Why? This way?
Yes, this way. Because I was thinking I'm going to have F9 in maths. I do not study maths. So when I see class there, I was really shocked and happy. I do not believe it because my friends are there, they are failing maths. And I'm here, I'm passing maths, I'm getting all the subjects A1 and B2. So basically it was a big feeling, I was happy.
Exactly.
And then the subjects I thought I was going to A1, I got them B2. That is English, literature and history. These were like my favorite subject. Because they were art subjects, but I got them B2, I did not get them A1.
Except for English.
English I got it A1, and then I got general science A1, I got Islamic studies A1. And then the other subject, I got that one also A1, and maths E8, and economics C5, I guess, yes.
So it means you got 8 credits.
Yeah.
I think that one is clear now.
Yes.
Where's your mic? Yeah, exactly. No, it's okay. It's good. So you understand? I think that is very clear, Diana, and like you say. But there's a notion that you talk about here today, and it is very important.
Very important.
When I could remember when I was going to senior school, at first, I had this notion that arts is just a useless course, and it is a useless field, because this was what most of the people were telling me out there. But when I started doing arts, I realized that, well, art is not, it only depends on what you want it to be tomorrow, because the society that is actually forcing you to do something, they might not be there when you are struggling. And this has plunged many people into misery and devastation right now. So you understand? So moving forward, Diana, you are Nusrat. And many people have this notion that there are many people at Nusrat and they are brilliant and they are outstanding students. But when the results were out, even though that Nusrat is a best school that one time, there are other schools that tend to be defeating them. I can put it in that way, even if that is not the case.
Yeah.
So does it mean that Nusrat is the best school in the whole Gambia?
I will stand firm on it and I'll still stand firm. Nusrat is the best school in the Gambia. Because I can say, you know, like the population of Nusrat, if you compare it with other schools, it is quite different. Nusrat is like having a Chinese population. Now let's talk about this school, Mansakoli, that we all been hearing about. Mansakoli like registered 130 students. If you double Nusrat like 5 times, you can have Mansakoli.
Huh?
Exactly. Like it was something 100 students that were sitting for the WAEC exam. So basically, you cannot even listen. Come governor boy guys.
So you cannot compare
them.
So what
Mansakoli and Nusrat. Mansakoli, like they have 130 students, and it is a private school. I can say it's a private school, so we do not know what is happening there.
So it means that the private school, or it is a board?
No, I can say it's just like private government. It's
meaning both.
Yeah, it's meaning both. That's Ahmadiyya and then
I understand,
government owned. So basically, if like the performance, like you could say average, the performance of Mansakoli and Nusrat, if you're going to compare them, you realize that Nusrat performed well. Because
the average.
Yeah,
I swear that when it comes to taking
we have
percentage-wise.
so many students, and all these people are passing. All of them are having like this credit, they are passing. And these people, all of them also are passing. So basically, if you're trying to compare, it's like Nusrat perform more than them. And even the 2025 was statistics have shown it. It has been out that Nusrat.
So that shows that this is why most of the Nusrat students are saying that Nusrat is the best school in the Gambia. So for me, sometimes I doubt. Why?
Okay.
Like when I say this, I know many people are going to attack me, but this is the truth. Like schools that should be considered as best are the schools that actually molded students going to Nusrat. I think credit should be given to those schools.
I get what you're saying.
Like for example, when you are when you want to have a wife, are you going to give credit to the man who married the wife or the parents? Who do you give the credit to?
No. You know, like...
No, listen, Diana, answer that one, then we move on.
Okay, I'll say like the parents and the wife.
No.
The parents and the wife.
No, listen.
Because sometimes...
No, I mean the man. The man and the wife parents.
Okay. If the man is going to give credit for how the woman has become, I would say the parents and the woman. Because, you know, like, there is something we call self-discipline. If you do not discipline yourself, and then your parents are there, they do not care about you, at the end of the day, if you become a good person, then we're not going to say it's because of your parents.
Yeah.
Some might say it's because of your parents. You yourself, you know that this is not because of my parents.
Yeah.
So basically, I would say it's self-discipline and then the parents.
So either way.
So let's get into the school part.
No,
Okay.
yes.
So you say the people that molded the students.
The schools.
The schools that molded the students. We should give them credit.
Exactly.
But okay, let me get through this. Now let me say I come to Nusrat, but then I am like I'm not that smart, but I got the mark for Nusrat. So when I come to Nusrat, I'm not like studying, I'm not doing anything, I don't discipline myself. Basically, I'm going to fail at the end of the day.
Yes,
I'm going to fail.
that always is.
And no matter the school I come from, whether the school is best or not, if I do not do my best, I'm going to fail.
That is true.
So Nusrat is a school that you know, when you go there, they motivate you, they mold you into something that is going to be better than what you are. So when you come to the school, there, I can say, Nusrat is not for a week. I am a senior prefect, I will attest to that. Being a senior prefect and being a Nusrat student is difficult. It's quite difficult.
So it means it's not for the weak.
Yeah, it's not for the weak.
So it means the whole Nusrat, there is no weak person there.
No, there are weak people. There are weak people, basically. If you come there and then you're weak, you're not doing well in the exam, they pack you. You leave the school.
Okay.
You leave the school. If you do not have the passing mark and all that stuff, you are going to leave the school. That is how you know that Nusrat is not there to play. These people are not there to play. Because if you don't pass, you are going to leave the school. So you'll be like, oh, I need to study hard then in order to get the cut-off mark to move to the next class, move to 11 or 12. So basically, you're self-disciplining yourself and then you're teaching yourself, you're nurturing yourself. So if those people in the school that you came from, that think that they mold you into something better. But then you come to the school and then you Yeah, you feel bad because the others are performing well.
Yeah.
Then you're going to feel
It means that Diana stands and conviction still remains steadfast. If we just want to continue like this, I think we're going to continue till the end of the program, because what people are saying, especially the youth, that we need to switch to the local language.
Oh, to the local language?
Exactly, because that's what they are saying. So Diana, you say you can speak Malay.
I can speak Malay, but not that great. I can speak Wolof.
And we will, my Wolof is not Wolof.
Oh, okay, then we can.
So we can jahas.
Jahas.
No problem. So Diana, you have a Nusrat.
So yeah.
I mean, school chendol. Mo wambala wala ko nya kay Nusrat school chendol because ni aji be na mun ka kala wapo wa. And in front of loud la ni tarji ni ñu say bi meaning there is a competition. You tend to perform well. What is a news? Mo na Nusrat. Men fakam fancy the school door wala na Nusrat ka karamundo dindo. Apart from karamundo dindo la performance.
Okay. We are local come I
Nusrat program it is different the student among the student part.
Yes, okay. But for come like the environment, the teachers.
Karam lad.
Yes. So come like teachers only. You know, Nusrat school me are local. They are smart student only. Like this student know what they are doing. Saying yeah, come like me teachers will not me are local. They among well aware. And then we not it's going to be difficult to put it on a because if I tell a student will be come student will be if I never come student will be against Kane, well a student will be 5 Kane because we was subject to sitting. If you can teach us that they are well versed in what they are doing. They are going to come even move and you can move. So what na Nusrat fakata anu
karamuda mo safo Nusrat ko karandir lal min kan minen teacher sul min katari ikila area mo bakal
ikano bakal and I think minati na ko mine Nusrat ni other school differentiate ya other school sometimes ka teacher sul na the dorop but student or mi ya ko imam come like imam that well aware it is teacher sul against la comme que ke inside yellow do ko ke kumke Nusrat different from others.
So most of the Nusrat kay ikakadal ko teacher soon they are on track. Kay to force them ka ku kemelon ko le betar. O mo ku kemelon ko betar. Dia ela fakala mun sinin sa.
Okay, sinin sa I have like not two options right now because mafaka international relation like wala law. Ni flow wala be hakilo ko right now. I'm okay as student or baby local. Maybe example like law.
I don't know, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm okay as student baby local. There are so many fields that as student or back and so these 2 hours on my mind. That's like an international relation like any law. But international relation, bachelor's degree, woman available in country right now. Yeah, at the university. So film available to that is masters.
Yeah, and most of the people.
Exactly. So for now, I might like like if I have a scholarship, then I could go out and then international relations. And if that cannot be possible, then I can register for law. Register for law in the university. And at the end of the day, maybe I can have a scholarship or something like that. And then I go and do masters in international relations
and
like
diplomacy.
Diplomacy. Saya just come and doing 2 things. Exactly.
So meaning, is it Diana Menna video fin the Kajako scholarship million?
No, because
is it Diana coming? Is it you?
Yes, it was me. Coming time no Capital FM. Yeah, come on, a video. We could do a video and talk about our result, what we want to do.
I think here also we will try to do the same, just like you are doing. I think you have already said. So now, we have to need left international IR because what I understand, most of the art students, they are always attached to them, either to become a lawyer or to study law or IR. Because now as we I want to study international relations and diplomacy, but we don't have the bachelor level. So how can I do that? Then you need to do political science. Because that's what many people started, how they started. They do political science from there at the master's level, they go and do IR. So you say you're enough for law school. So you started studying law and you have an opportunity to go and study abroad. Will you go?
Of
or
course,
you'll complete law?
I will go. I will go.
No, what which one is your first choice? Yeah.
I am
Right now.
right now.
So law is the second option.
Yes.
It's an option. Law option.
Yes.
Ning ayara man soto.
Then I will go for
Data law. So now this community university you
Yes, my.
Mashallah, Diana, come here.
Ito come and motivate come last ka IR.
said exactly.
Yes, so IR friend come since I'm like high school. I know about like IR in high school long Island. So I've been interested in the subject since
When switched.
I'm very interested in the subject when you can understand. So we motivate come like let's talk you know when you're doing Arabic you must be like fluent in this language.
Exactly.
So when something we are I motivate because I want to be fluent in some of these languages. Even if I cannot, then I could just learn them. I could learn them myself or somebody could teach them. So I want to be fluent in this language and then explore the world.
So Diana wants to explore the world. Kami kadunya taman-taman.
Relationship between countries ke strong, ke make it strong so that we have peace.
Exactly. Kabadi ya chofu.
Kabari ya chiki.
Kasinyo.
Sinyo kono. And isaje na peace soto.
Kabadi ya soroka.
Ya new countries ya bari ya soto. Ikaje na peace. Normally,
Exactly.
last long there.
Exactly.
So, anything that have to deal with peace, I
So Diana, ila fakela munnet ni ayara school.
maybe a diploma, something like that.
A diploma? Only a diploma? Do you know the careers from
I actually don't know like all the careers
Exactly,
in IR, so I will find out.
You will find out.
Yeah.
Diana, that's don't you know that? Don't you think that is late? Mami rako wako tambidan.
Nothing is late in life.
No, I'm just telling you. I said, don't you think?
And
Because Diana wants to study IR. Supposedly, IR at the bachelor level in the Gambia, you would have just get into it without knowing the careers that you can actually.
I will definitely find out. I will make a research. I will make a research what career I will do if I am doing RL and if I'm done. Make research.
Okay, don't let me know arts as a field is very important. Because Diana fell jang English A1, which is kabin di ngamoy amansiaba.
Viewers me along when you parents and in everybody. Arts movement in Gambia, not even Gambia, I would say mostly Africa at large. Imakumayandi at all because thank God like if your children perform well, little children good results at all. Science even if it's like you are forcing them. So at the end of the day, me I feel you cannot blame them. You blame yourself for that because they have the notion that arts come like. Some people, I think they do everything for money. They don't do it for personal. They do everything for money. This is what the parents will be saying. Now, schooling because so I want to remove this notion. Arts is difficult, just like any other
Exactly.
field. Arts, like science difficult, but this is who are passing this subject. They are passing all their subjects, and arts is there. Some of them, most of them fail. Exactly, most of them fail this subject because arts you have to read bunch of books. Come now on the science also they read, but most of them they do something. So to me, like we cannot compare these fields. Commerce, arts, and in science, even cleaning.
Yeah.
Dini way person sota munna apply tawto e kan jele kom ada concentrate le ba telephone because I left the collect exactly. So please to all the viewers the parents idi mo lafta munna apply tawto art is something that you know is a very good field just like any other field out there and there are so many opportunities. I know from like Molia Mulong and then this conventional notion that people are having also lawyer yam and metea. I would say our old people this is what they have lawyer yam lawyer yam reality but they don't know that to be a lawyer is promoting peace because you're like fighting between two people. You're defending this one because there is a crime that he might be innocent of and people are finding this person guilty. At the end of the day you fought for this person, won the case and then they realize the person is innocent. Without lawyer, then how can this happen? It's going to be very very difficult. This investigation and all this stuff is going to be very difficult. So if I tell, for instance, it's a thing is innocent, and at the end of the day, they term your child as guilty. It is the lawyer that normally comes and fight for these people, and then they term your kid as innocent. Then you're going to be grateful to that lawyer forever.
Exactly.
Because your child might be get to put into prison for life in jail for doing something that he is innocent of doing. Exactly. At the end of the day, lawyer.
Yeah, you are very right. For me,
all fields are important.
Exactly. All fields are important, just like Diana J said, that some people term arts as a useless field. They only focus on science, because science students mostly they become medical doctors. But we only see science students becoming medical doctors and nurses. What other field do they also go into? But for the art student, they are going into so many things. Art student can become a lawyer.
You can become a doctor. Even a nurse. General science is there.
Exactly.
You can become an expert.
So it means they stand at a higher chance than
we are doing it.
Exactly. So you see, this is what I will tell people. Diana, just as we in the program and we just at the tail end of the program, and people have just asked us to speak to the English Mandinka, which you've done. You understand? Diana, how were you able to do this?
I was able to get my result, or how do I end up?
The result that you have.
Okay. So, what's happening for English?
Mandinka come off,
okay, not result from my Sotanya. I think it's dedication and hard work. Dedication, hard work, and commitment. And self-discipline. You are nothing. You are nothing at all. So it hasn't been easy. I'm not easy covering by high school. I have to, being a senior prefect, juggling up and down, coming from this thing, how to call it, coming from like a far home to the school, not that far, but it's kind of far from Sachiba to Bundo, it's kind of far. Sometimes the traffic and all that stuff, and in Nusrat school, normally we do stay for study classes. So you can't just come, Samanda for something. Gatara school also. Nimbe duty la gatara je Samanda for six something. I have to wait for the afternoon also to be done because I'm a senior prefect and I am on duty. So it hasn't been easy. But we come for like motivate Yami. The way I motivate myself is even one day, even now looking nga bugo yele nga sentence clean read. That sentence nga read abe kelam kont abe dunam kontole, and I will never and ever forget about that sentence. So that is how I motivate myself. No matter what, even if I'm tired of, if I am tired, sometimes people will level if I act. What this is not worth anything. Like let me just sleep. Let me even go to sleep. Yeah, sometimes you can give up. But if you are disciplined and you motivate yourself and you are committed to what you are doing, at the end of the day, that's someone may go to So studying also is something that you have to do it no matter what. Come out even if it's a day, read at least one subject. It is not a miracle. It is not a money is also like a miracle. Hard work like a day. I sweat there. I studied late night studies with baby Taylor. So yeah, if you are working hard and you are committed to what you are doing, at the end of the day, God is going to help you. Allah will be my because yeah, some people are like, let me just call back, be praying and then asking Allah. It is not going to be a miracle. No. God say help yourself and I will help you. From a market. So even from a market, you're just folding your heart to your study. You have to study and help yourself and God will help you.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think that is very clear. Ali be Kuonku TV la jibe kayo generation TV. Malundamba min sotom fe studio kono wala mo Diana Gay from Nusrat Senior Secondary School. Kami mbeyalo nyama ata English to the A1. Wala gan last meaning karo di Diana. Ite English to the A1.
Okay. Since I've been in primary school, junior school, high school, I've been good in English. English now no back because I do have past questions. I have a past question book. Me along rehearse. English is something that it differentiates you from other people. It differentiates you from other people because at the end of the day, all the people that I have in life. A1 in all their subjects, English they keep failing.
Exactly.
English is the only thing that is failing all these people. So English is about your own ability. You cannot cheat English. You cannot cheat English. It's your own ability, no matter what. At the end of the day, to be a good English student, I think it depends on how you speak too. Because what you speak is what you write.
Exactly, yeah.
How you talk is what you do on your paper. So basically, you have to like be kind of fluent, even if you are not that fluent, but always be practicing the thing. Write your letters all the time. Letter writing is something that gains a lot of marks. Write your letters, make researches on these new words. Yeah, like I can say I'm very good in making research. Sometimes if I hear a word that I do not know, so at the end of the day, you realize that I will find out what the meaning of the word is, and then I will stick na head to it. The people that I normally chat with will say this thing a lot because some people are. I would say I will chat with them, and they will tell me, you know, what is the most attractive part of you? Is the way you speak, the way you communicate. Your communication skill is very good. So I believe if you are practicing, and you always practice at home also. I can't come number so sometimes my English come up I will talk English to my sisters or something like that. And sometimes when you speak English, you can't go you can English for all the time. Come no should be a hard come even if you are in the car and then you're English speaker, people are going to look at you like this. I come or big girl or something like that. But I never like Bukela more. So I always speak this thing so that I can be fluent. So now that's basically how I pass.
Exactly. So it means you put in so much effort in order to have A in English language, because what we've observed is most of the students that normally have it is only English that normally just stop them or that stop them from getting 9 A's. So it means was. So here with me in the studio, my brothers and sisters, is Diana Gay. Diana Gay was an art student from Nusrat Secondary Schools. So he got 8 credits.
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah, A in English, 4 A's.
And exactly.
So that is good. So I think Diana Gay, thank you so very much for coming. We really appreciate it, and inshallah we'll be in touch since you are good at English language. So in media we need people who are good at English language, because those are the people that we make best use of. So it just depends on how things unfold. Thank you, viewers. This is where we're gonna stop, and Diana will be coming here inshallah, not only today. We have so many things to discuss, but don't get up.